everyone, it's Elaine, and I am back with the process video. I have to say though, before I do anything else, is that this video tends to be a little crazy. I run out of memory on my camera, like in the middle of this video, so I have to. It kind of skips for a second in the middle, and you miss a couple little things, and then sometime towards the end, my camera falls over, and so you have to deal with that for a second. And then at the end, I show close-ups of my layout, and I'm all of a sudden then it just kind of like abruptly ends. So I apologize, you guys. I didn't want to waste the video and not show it because I am still learning how to do process videos, and really a lot of time and effort goes into them. So I thought I'm not going to just ditch this video. We are going to show it as is. So here I am, you guys. You've already seen that I have used a modeling paste and the Heidi Swapp stencil to make those dots on my 12 by 12 sorry, you guys, on my 12 by 12 paper as part of my background. And now I've known from the beginning of this layout that I wanted to make triangles and just stick them in the upper left-hand corner and the bottom right-hand corner. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just measuring them out. And then I'm going to cut that into a triangle, just like that. And then I've decided that I wanted to double layer it, so I just flip it over and I cut it again, so that it can be two triangles on top of each other. And then I just do it again with the next one. And the photo I'm scrapbooking today is a photo that we took of my daughter, or I took of my daughter this past summer. She was at a salon getting her eyebrows waxed for the first time because her eyebrows are like, or they were like, crazy little beasts. So I'm like, you know what, Kenz, I think it's time to get your eyebrows done. And so I took her, and being the photography mother that I am, took a whole bunch of photos at the salon. So I know she'll appreciate them when she's older. So here I am, just adhering the triangles to my paper. And I love that paper. I think it's the Serendipity collection by Dear Lizzie, but it's some of my favorite paper right now. So, oh, you'll see too that the photo is actually a collage of photos that I printed off my Canon Selfie. I seriously love that little printer. It makes printing photos so easy, and you know, instead of having to put 4 photos on a page, I was able to put them all on one 4x6 print, and I really like that. So, yeah, and then I decided that I wanted a layer of vellum between the triangles, so I just pull them up real quick and put them on the vellum. And then you'll see here too that the modeling paste isn't dry yet, so I start getting oh, it doesn't happen yet. It'll happen later, you'll see. I spent time looking for my heat embosser to dry the modeling paste, but I couldn't find it. But eventually later on I find it. It was hidden under my desk. And if you saw what was under my scrapbook desk, you would wonder how I could find anything, actually. So then I decide to back this piece of paper on some vellum, but this is where I pull it up and it has modeling paste all over it, and I'm like, darn it! So I just set the 12 by 12 sheet aside so that I can let it dry. So here I am, just freehand cutting the matting. I've been doing that a lot lately instead of using my trimmer, just kind of eyeballing it and seeing what it looks like. I like to do that. So I bring my page back, and because I found my heating tool, and I'm like, oh, finally. So, and that thing's awesome, and it gets so darn hot that it had that dry in a matter of seconds. So I was happy with that. See, gave you 2 thumbs up. Finally, back where I need to be. Put my photo back on top, and then I'm going to use this striped paper that I know for sure is from the Dear Lizzie Serendipity collection. And I love this paper. I actually got it in one of my scrapbook kits, and then I also bought it in a 12 by 12 paper pad from a Cherry on Top so that I could have more of it because I loved it so much. Oh, and there's my shoddy sketch. Like, yeah, okay. Maybe I shouldn't make sketches anymore. It didn't really help. So here I'm using the cut apart sheet from the, oh my goodness, I wish I knew what collection that was, you guys. I'm so sorry. I need to be better at that. But I cut out these 2 cut aparts, and I seriously drive myself crazy with them, trying to figure out where I want to put them. So, and those puffy stickers are fantabulous, and those are from the Dear Lizzie Serendipity collection as well. But I am in love with those stickers. Here I'm opening this box of just different words and phrases from Dear Lizzie, and they're actually made from watercolor paper, so you can watercolor them. But the layout that I had done before this, I had watercolored 2 of them, and they really truly don't hold watercolor very well. I mean, my paintbrush, I mean, it wasn't really wet or anything, and it seemed to just get really saturated, and then the paper started to pill up, and then one of them ripped. And so when I did this layout, I had previously had every intention of watercoloring it and decided not to because I didn't want to waste it, because I had already ruined 2 prior to that. So I suggest if you get them, don't watercolor them. I mean, they're cute white, so it really doesn't matter. And you'll see I put in an enamel dot in the middle of the camera. And then here I have upholstery thread, which is just like a thicker thread, and I was gonna just mess around with it and stick it behind that embellishment there, but later on I take it off and decide not to use it. And then here it's a roll of different label stickers from the Dear Lizzie collection. Again, I loved that collection, and I was going to try and use it, but I don't know, it just wasn't working for me. Today, or the day that I did this layout, I was just having some troubles trying to figure out what I wanted to do. So I'm opening up a box of the Heidi Swapp Ephemera, and this is like probably my favorite box of ephemera from her. I have probably everything she's made so far, and I believe this is from the September Skies kit, and I absolutely love the embellishments that are inside, especially the flowers that I'm pulling out here. So I decided that I'm going to use some of these flowers, and I just think the colors go perfectly with the background sheet and the photos, or I'm sorry, the paper that I'm using to mat the photos. So now you're just going to see me for a minute, you guys. I'm just going to fool around here with these flowers, try and figure out where I want them. Trying to make everything look perfect. I find myself when I'm doing even though this is only my second process video, I feel like there's just like so much going on. I feel like I can't take a lot of time to decide how I want to do something, because I don't want it to like go on forever. I feel like I just need to be fast about it. I don't know how to explain it, and it's just weird. It's like you're sitting there trying to scrapbook, and you got this camera hanging over you, and you just want everything to be perfect, and you don't want to bore your subscribers who are watching it. So, so I have all this like going in my head while I'm trying to do a video, like, okay, I'm taking too long, or I've moved this embellishment 15 times and no one's going to want to watch me do that. But, so I mean, seriously, here I am fiddling with those cut aparts yet again, and then I think I ended up taking them off in the end anyways. So I apologize. Just, enjoy the process, right? So that's where my camera stops working, and I don't realize for a while, and then I put in a new memory card. But you'll see that I ended up adding some enamel dots. I put 3 in each triangle, and then 3 by the title that says Best Ever. And I think those just add a little something to the page. I really like them. Oh, and here, see this pad of paper that I was telling you guys about that I bought? And I absolutely love this camera paper. So I decided to add one more layer behind my photo. And so I just cut that out. And I make it like absolutely huge, and it doesn't fit. So I have to cut it down a little bit more. Like, oh, that's a little too big. And you'll see, too, that I use those Heidi Swapp oh, that's where my camera fell over. I don't know how or why it just tipped and down it went. And I'm like, really? This video is just giving me problems today. And then all of a sudden my camera will just kind of abruptly stop too. So I apologize for that. So I add the adhesive tape here to the back of this photo to give it a little bit of dimension. As you see in the corners, I've added those flowers with the enamel dots. And so like I said, I'm going to show you some close-ups, and then I'm going to fiddle around with some more embellishments, and then my camera will stop. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as I go along and do more, I know that I'll get better at it. So I'm just thankful that you guys are watching through the ups and downs of trying to figure out how to do a video. I absolutely appreciate and love all the process videos that I watch, because I do know how much time goes into them, and I'm really thankful for that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and it really, truly does mean a lot to me. So thank you very much, and here you'll see I'm fiddling around again, and then all of a sudden my camera's going to stop. But you're basically looking at the end of the layout. I don't add anything else to it. So you guys have a good day, good night, and I will see you real soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.